Yeah, now we are live on YouTube. So my name is Lara. For those who don't know me, I'm 22 years old. I'm from Governador Valadares, Minas Gerais. I am a medical student, and I'm here in Tinti for a little more than 1 year. And as a hostess, I'm here since March, and I love to be here. Uh, as you can see, I am not an English teacher. This is not an English class, but you will learn a lot. And we are not here to correct you. Everybody here to learn together, to share opinions, ideas. So feel free to express yourself, to say whatever you want to. And
Uh,
yeah, this is it.
it's
Please.
normal, Laura. The same peoples and the same hours every days on every week, because the hours become a friends. Sometimes
Yes,
you pass.
yes.
It's a normal the same peoples in here.
Yes, usually people come to the same time because it's the time that they are available. So I think this is the best thing because it's the time that you know people, you know each other better. Like you're here every day or every week with the same people. This is awesome, right?
That's like because one create a confidence to speak
Yes.
another people. I know who you are. You don't love me with a wrong word or a phrase or sentence like that.
Yes.
It's my first time.
Is your first time here?
Yeah.
Really?
I really I know the site this week on LinkedIn, and I
Oh.
because I have a lot. I have. Sorry, I can try to become more fluent because I can try another
Okay.
job in out of Brazil.
Uh-huh. Oh, perfect. So let me explain how Tinti works very quickly, and I will split the rooms here. I will have, like I said, we split the small rooms to make the conversation flow better. And I said the questions and chat. I don't know if you already saw the questions. And these questions is to guide the conversation about the topic, and you don't need to follow all of them. You can create your own questions. And the small rooms, I need you guys to choose a leader just to guide and to make everybody answer and feel comfortable to speak. And 10 minutes before the end, I will bring you back to the main room. So this is it. Let me uh, share. And so please accept the invitation that will appear in your screen. Bye, see ya, have fun. Let me see who are with me at the main room. So if you didn't receive an invitation, you will be here with me at the main room. Uh, let me see. Yes. So guys, hello, hello.
Hey Lara,
So
hello,
Gustavo,
hello
Leo,
everybody.
Leo sent to me that he is eating, but I will not change you at the room. You will be here with me.
I will
Oh,
finish game a
Jesus.
minute.
So, first of all, we need to present ourselves. So, Brian, please present yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Brian. I talk from Rio de Janeiro. I have 30 years old. Um, I am a science computer degree and work like a soft developer. And I am married. I have 4 dogs, 4 cats, and 3 pigeons. And that's all.
That's great. Nice to meet you, Brian. I hope you enjoy the conversation and keep coming. Vasca.
Hello, everybody. I am Barska. I am 29 years old. I live in São Paulo, Cajamar. I work as a software engineer, and I'm a host here on the meetings Saturday meetings. Nice to meet everybody.
Heitor.
Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. My name is Heitor. I'm 26, and I'm a nutritionist and a scientist as well. And I'm from Minas Gerais. That is all.
And Leo.
Good evening, guys. My name is Leonardo. I am 26 years old. I work as BI analyst. I'm 18 right now, and sometimes I can be just a little slow because I'm 8, and it's just because of it, okay?
Don't worry.
I have open
will-
vacations for my company. I find a lot IT guys in here.
Yes. Here we have a lot. So let's go to the questions. The first question is, burnout is the feeling of being overwhelmed and exhausted as a result from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. What images are in your mind when you hear the word burnout? Eito, what do you think?
Okay, so perhaps I don't know if my internet is okay for you, but I'm gonna respond you. And can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna continue. So for me, yeah, Lara knows because Lara is a medical student. I have many physicians or doctors colleagues, and yeah, I never had burnout syndrome, but I know some colleagues I have, and for me, I imagine a people so workaholic, but not necessarily only workaholic, work under pressure, because we can be workaholic, but yeah, related to things we like, you know. And so when we are workaholic in that situation, is good, no problem. But the problem is when we should handle with many things, you know, and the medical system here in Brazil, yeah, is so stressful in some situations. We can't generalize, of course. And I'm gonna use example of a friend of mine who currently are doing his residency in anesthesiology in Florianópolis. But he first were under a residency program in Rio de Janeiro, you know. And guys, he faced many problems, especially doing more than 60 hours of residency per week or more than this. And in many situations, it is hard for that doctor or physician to work on call, you know, for people who are in the health system. Yeah, be on call is to be in plantão, you know, and be on call is so important for a physician making more money, you know, because the residency salary froze as well as many scholarship. And so my friend had burnout syndrome, and with the help of friend of us, he changed his residency program. And so now it is more easy to be in Florianópolis, like in the beach. Yeah, of course, in Rio de Janeiro there are beach as well, but the life is being more good for my friend. So that is it for me.
Awesome. Thank you, Heitor. And for you, Brian, what comes to your mind?
When I listen the burnout word, I think about exhausting people. Normally, an IT professional is a very normal to be a worker more the hours you need is normally in now in the pandemic because you don't have in your house. You don't know you don't need to out the office. Your office is the house. So and you work 18 hours. Before this, you thinking I need more something. I have a date, and you work one more hour, more one, and you see you working 12 hours year old is normal for me. I'm a coordinator, and so I need to see every little task is okay in my tasks. So every little tasks is on one more year. Is a moment to have you need to make a break. In this moment is a more important your house and your office. In your house is your office because year or last time you become sick. I have some years later I'm sick because of burnout. I don't know what to say, but my face I have a freezing because of stress. Burnout is a something very important to say. Is a very important to know who you are sick, or you need to become to say help me. Something some people normally as young think is like it to work 12, 13, 14 hours. I need to show for the company. No, is a very, I don't know, sorry. It's a very, very preocupante for the young peoples. I have 30 years. I passed this phase to show who important I was, who I know. I'm stag sometimes, but the new generation think this working 12 years in some companies, Apple, Google, is a very like, no, you need to work in your limits, and your job need to done in this limit, because you're done, you come sick in another day, you never gone done your job. And SA is a normal sorry, what Heitor says, and your friend is a medicine. My wife is animal medicine, and I don't know say the
Vet?
right vet. Yes, is a vet, and you have this time 18 hours in the clinic, out the stag and work, and I'm in the same time is in a finish for my grade. Burnout is a sick. Everyone needs to know about this in this month, because it's a month about society to think who you can care the peoples you want, you care, you like, you love. That's all I don't know about. I think burnout is a sick. You can look very behind every people you want to be care and careful out.
Oh, thank you, Brian. I think you bring some good points about how to to distinct your home, like your office and your house, and sometimes, especially in this pandemic, becomes so difficult. You are in your home, so you do more than you used to do. If you were in another place, and you don't have this time for rest, and you don't know how to ask for help. So yeah, I totally agree with you. And Leo, what do you think?
Yes. When I think about burnout, I just remember my master's degree. It was completely surrounded by burnout. I spent a lot of time in the library studying a lot. We have deadlines. We need to publish or study. So it's a lot of pressure. And I just realized that I was not doing my best when and it's something really interesting because we push ourselves a lot because of the work and we start to produce less. So, and when I realize it, I just know I need to be more productive. So I will take a time to me. And it seems like making no sense, but we need to take a time to ourselves. We need to read some book that is not related with our job. We need to go to the movie, eating in some place, have a time with your friends. So it can help us be more productive.
Yes, that is totally true. It's something that sometimes don't make sense, like you have to stop to do more, but that's so true. And you, Vasco, what do you think?
Well, I totally agree with you guys. I faced the kind of faced a problem similar. When I was finishing my graduation, there was a lot of things, and I was starting a new job, and I had to, how can I say that, to push hard in the new job because I need to learn the system, how things work there, and I also need to finish my graduation undergraduation project. So it was really a lot of pressure, and then I started having some problems like with anxiety, anxiety, and it was really really hard. But then after that, for me, it was like a signal, an alert, and I said, okay, I don't want this for me anymore. So I will, um, I will take some time for me, and I will relax and enjoy. I think burnout is a really interesting topic because many people doesn't know, about this.
Yes, yes, that's so true. And you have to, we have to talk more about it to know how to recognize, like you said, about anxiety and how do you feel. So yeah, that's why I was thinking about it, and I thought, oh, maybe we can discuss more about this on TNT. Like we talk about so many things. So this is an amazing opportunity that we have here. And for me, it's the same. I didn't finish the college yet, but my schedule, my agenda of the college is so heavy sometimes, and I think about this burnout so many times. You know, we see this hospitals and everything that it's involved. So and people try to hide this. You know, like people don't want to talk about this. People just want to do more and more and more and feel like, oh, I'm fine, don't worry, I can do it. And when you see people are like, oh, it's done, you know, like can't do anything more, anything. So
Lara, I'd like to complement that question.
please,
So I'd
yes.
like to hear from you about your perspective related to the medical scenario. For example, um, do you intend to do something related to medicine abroad? And what do you think about the medical system here in Brazil compared to developed countries? For example, North America, the United States, Canada, or Oceania, and Australia, or Europe, Ireland, or United Kingdom, stuff like that. And I'd like to hear from your perspective. What do you think about the medical system here in Brazil related especially to residency, the salary, and the hours in which the medical should be dedicated? I know that in the United States, the things aren't easy, you know, are stressful, of course, but there are some countries where there are better balance. For example, Australia, New Zealand, and Scotland. What do you think about it?
Yeah. Oh, I think this is a hard question. Because oh, sometimes I think about it, yes, like to study abroad, but I don't want like to do the residency there. Maybe a pause or something like this. But it's we see people what people talk about, you know, like about the pressure, and here at Brazil especially, that I can talk about from here, like my city and the hospitals that I do like internship, and people are just want to do things like I said, you know, like they want to they don't care about your health, you know, like you have, this is your work, so you have to do your work, and more work you do, more you will be better, you know, like more you will have from this, you know, you will ganhar, I don't know how to say this, but anyway. And I think maybe in other countries they think more about this, like they care more about the health of the people that are working. And here I don't think this is too common. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it is only my curiosity about you because I follow some doctors who work abroad, you know, and some researchers as well. And so, yeah, but we have positive aspects here in Brazil, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you for the question. Let's go to the question number 3, because number 2 is about if you have heard about it or experienced something similar, and we all, I think we kind of answered this question. So, and if you want to complement something, you can just say it. So the question number 3 is, do you think burnout is something common and that it and that has been increased over time? Are people feeling more exhausted at work, and why? Leo, what do you think?
I don't know exactly if it's became something common. Maybe the name it's become something common. I think burnout exists a long time. It's not something new. So of course, right now we have, as Heitor said, we have a lot of works in home office, and it can be something that can increase the burnout once you don't know what is your home place and what is your workplace. So it's a mess in our life, and you need really be focused in the time you need to work and the time you need to just be in your home.
Daniel Basco, what do you think?
I totally agree with Leo. I think there have always been, cases of burnout, but the name nowadays is becoming more popular. People are talking about it. You can see if you have a LinkedIn account, you can see a lot of people talking about it nowadays. And but I don't think it's something like that has been raised, because of the pandemic. I do believe that many people they have a lot of pressure nowadays because, for example, I have heard about many people that they are doing a job of 3 people because the company have fired other people, in the pandemic, during the pandemic, and because of the economy. So the company fired 3 people, and then the other people, the other that survived, let's say like that, they had to do the job of the others, to keep their job. So a lot of people, they are under a lot of pressure. But on the other hand, some people, they are working like me and other people, of course, this is the minority. They are working from home and they have the opportunity to work with their relatives. In my case, for me, it was really good, because I'm working and then I can go and I can have a de-stress time with my family, my pets. So it's a good, opportunity. But as my friend said, we have to think about this and to wonder, am I under pressure? Am I, under stress? Things like that.
And you, Brian, what do you think? You're muted. Your microphone is off.
Sorry, I have a lot of meetings, so I need to close my micro. Yeah, I believe it's very common. Normally to a young peoples. And so for the second bullet, yeah, the no, sorry, I think in the right word, because I have a selected group of people. I can to have a privilege to work in and study in your home. In these people, normally, I don't think this is right or wrong. Is some scenario need to show you who you are, great in whole words you know, whole knowledge you have. And you need to study more, work more, show more for anyone. Normally because everyone say, oh, you're home. Why you don't do this? Why don't write this book? Why do you don't know that music is say anyone? anyone thinking you're home, you're resting, you're on vacation. No, you're keeping working normally as often. So I have a great moment because my wife understand my moment. My wife is a vet. Normally, he is need to go out the home to make your home, make your work, and I am house, but is a normal. And why the people thinking is a more exhausting, because the something I say was you don't have a limit. I'm have working after shut. I don't take off. I 6 o'clock I work off because you need me for more meeting, and because I keeping study, and now I conversation with you, and while looking for myself, I say why I use this shirt is a office t-shirt. I don't need more use that because I don't know what's my house, what's my office, and the people keeping more and more. I don't know to say, but it's a more interlacing,
Connected.
connected. Big things, more connected your office and your life. I appreciate everyone say, Brian, 6 o'clock. Let's connect everyone. No one you have access to the system, but it's not really normally to IT guys.
Oh, I can imagine being at home and working like this. My mother works in a school, and she have to do so many things online, and she stays like until midnight doing those things, and it's not her time, like she just can work at 6 p.m., but she do more, you don't.
Imagine you're 3 o'clock, your phone call,
Oh God.
the client's out. You what the out resolve, and you're in a house, and you don't know. You out their bed, come to computer. It need to solve some problem. Normally you waiting other day, but what everyone know, you're a house, you 24 slash 5 times weekend disponible. It's not
Mm-hmm.
really.
Oh gosh. Anyway, so what do you think?
Okay, guys, I fully agree with Brian, especially when he said um, we are connected. We are connected uh, 24 hours, and so this can affect our routine. For example, I have a contact with Europeans and people from Canada and the United States. For me, it is good in terms of time zone, but with Europe, we have a difference of 4 hours, and sometimes I work during the night, and it is what it is. And for me, it's good. I consider that I have a good lifestyle. For me, there are no problems. Okay, but for other people who have more activity, of course, this would be so hard. Well, for me, in fact, burnout is common because there's a huge growth, you know. And for example, consider that we live in a capitalist system and many people work for doing money. And so, yeah, feeding the family, And so, yeah, it is so complicated sometimes. And when we consider a rich person who should handle with a company, sometimes, yeah, it's a bit complicated. Perhaps due to the ambitious, but our our ways of our life, you know. And I'd like to introduce some new things here, brief. Leo said about master degree thesis. In fact, it's a bit complicated. And for example, for me, I'm some facilities for doing articles. And I have a friend of mine who is so productive, tons of paper, more than 3,000 published papers, but he failed to be a professor. And so that guy hasn't burnout syndrome, I guess, but has some mental problems because that guy is focused only on writing paper, and we should develop further skills. For example, communication that we are having, for example, for teach a student or for having good conversation with other people, you know, we should develop our skills, not only one skill, you know. And burnout, if I'm not wrong, can be related to the exercise, physical exercise. When we practice a lot of physical exercise, there is an extent in which our body doesn't support. And so there are a cluster of biomarkers in order to do a proper diagnosis with clinical symptoms. A friend of mine whose name is Flavio Cadegiani. I don't know if Lara know that guy, but currently he is so polemic doing some research related to medicine against COVID pandemic. But previous to that polemic, he did good research related to um, uh, physical exercise and burnout syndrome due to the stress, overtraining, you know, the increase of cortisol, stuff like that. But for me, the bottom line is perhaps not mix the overall syndrome with all of mental disorders that there are, because mental disorders in overall are another challenge as well. That's it for me, guys.
No, thank you, Ito. Guys, I will bring people back to the main room because we're running out of time. I can't believe that the time spent so fast today. And we answered just 2 questions. But I love this conversation. I think I could
Everyone
be
have
here
a lot
speak
of
about.
experience.
Yes. I think I could stay here, talk about it like the whole night. But maybe some other meeting I can bring something related to this, the other questions that we didn't answer.
Yeah,
And
part
we share.
two, please.
Yes. Just let me see for returning to the main room. I hope you enjoyed the conversation also.
Yeah,
Is
if
Laura,
we still answer just 2 questions for each meeting, we can have 4 meetings to
Yes,
the
yes.
same subject.
some question, Laura.
Please.
Is a normal your perception were people in here normally is people from in technology normally in this hour, because everyone you have to work a lot, you think it is a normal, the professionals in here is a normal for this time.
You know, Brian, if we have a meeting Saturdays, every single Saturday, 5 p.m., which we only talk about technology, and there we can find a lot of people that works in technology. I am the host, but generally in the meetings, I can see a lot of guys from IT. I know because when people are presenting themselves, I get, he's my coworker because, we're same field.
Selling his fish.
Yes, yes. Oh, I didn't know about the Saturday meetings. It's so interesting. So welcome back, everybody. How was the conversation in your room? Bruna, please, how was for you the conversation?
I loved it. I think we could share our thoughts. It was really interesting because although not everybody had like experienced burnout then themselves, I think everyone could share a little bit uh, about how they feel about it, or like people they saw, or someone they know that had experienced that. So I think it was really good. Like, I loved it that you brought this topic. Like, when I saw it, I was like, I'm sure this is gonna be a nice conversation, because this is a topic that we have been talking a lot, right? Like, mental
Yes.
health is something so important. And I think, I don't know, since last year or maybe 2 years ago, we've been discussing about it with our friends. People have been talking about mental health issues and how to deal with it. I think with the pandemic, it's something that is important to talk about.
Yes. Oh,
Thank you.
that's so good to hear. So good. Thank you so much, Bruna. I hope after this conversation we think more about this, like work routine and things to do to relieve the stress and how to deal with all the pressure that we do, especially now that I don't know if everybody like work now is working normal, but sometimes we have this, I don't know, it's still strange, like to be back for me at least. Uh, and Napoleon, what do you thought? What do you think about the conversation?
Was very good. And when I passed a days without see you, Laura, Gustavo, Leo, Bruna, I already miss you when I spend many days without meeting.
Me too.
That's it.
Tamo junto. How can I say tamo junto in English?
Anyone? No idea. I think there is no
This is a
no.
perfect Brazilian expression, right? And
Yes,
noise is.
yes. Thank you, Napoleon. Thank you so much.
Thank
So,
you.
guys, I will share here the chat, the link that is the live on YouTube. And now we don't have like the form to answer the feedback. Now the feedback is on the link, so please leave your comments, like, share, and subscribe at the channel. Let's share there some tips to how to relieve the stress and anything. Maybe you can practice your writing there. And let me share here with you a link for our WhatsApp group if you want to help us to continue this project the way they are. Just join the WhatsApp group and you will receive a lot of different things that they share there, and you don't have to schedule anymore. You will receive the topic, the questions. And I think that's all for today. I want to thank you guys so much for enjoying and being here until now. Thank you, Brian, for being here for the first time. I hope you keep coming and enjoy us more time. We have other languages. We have Spanish, French, Italian. Feel free And I hope to see you here again next week. But next week I will be here at Tuesday, not on Thursday anymore because of a time problem. And yeah, that's it.
Bye. Have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you,
too.
guys.
See you guys.
Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.
Yeah, guys.